Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Update on the batteries, on Boynton Beach, on everything. I'm still dragging this damn beast around. I just told Jolene, I said, it's nice having your house with you and everything, but I'll tell you what's a real pain in the butt is when you need to run around and go to Harbor Freight or go to Publix or go whatever. If you don't have anywhere to unhook and leave that thing, this morning, I went to my primary doctor's office and I went down this road that was really skinny and it had a median in the middle and there were cars parked on both sides. So some of those cars were big cube vans and trucks and they had mirrors sticking out, and my camper is already wider than the Tundra. And I really thought, oh my God, I screwed up. There's no way to back up. I mean, you really got to be cognizant before you turn on a street, before you turn into a parking lot. Is it too sharp of a place that you got to turn to come back around and make a U-turn? It makes you very nervous. Out on the open road and on the freeway, no problem. Just hold it between the lines, pay attention. But surface streets in city, it's nerve-wracking because it's very tall. You gotta watch out for tree limbs and everything. And then when you turn, now you see everywhere that I turned today, the guy that hit me with that big long trailer that carries bulldozers and stuff, he could have never, ever have gone down any of the streets that I went down today. And I was nervous. He could never have done it. That's why I know that when he turned in his lane, that his trailer just came right on into my lane. That's what happened. He didn't care or pay attention. But anyway, that's another story. I'm on my way to Harbor Freight. Teddy and I have been talking about the battery situation. And if I use the Blue Eddy, the big battery I have, the power station, portable power station, it can run my camper. I can plug my camper right into it. It's like being plugged right into shore power for a limited time, right? And then the battery has to be charged. And then how do you do it? Well, it does take solar, but it takes, all day long, and you got to have sunlight, of which we haven't had any for 2 days. So it has to be recharged. And it's good in a pinch. And I'm definitely going to keep it. It's definitely worth having. Teddy says the alternator in this Tundra is putting out some serious voltage and should be charging those batteries in my, I'm looking at my alternator gauge here. It actually shows, I guess, a little bit of a discharge because why? It's charging those. But I've read online that it takes a lot longer and a lot longer than you think by just driving around with your truck hooked up to your camper with that taillight plug to charge the batteries. Shore power does good because you're there overnight and it automatically charges the batteries. Lithium batteries are expensive and they still got to be recharged. And the solar 200 watts is really nothing. It's like a gimmick. They're like, we're giving you 200 watts. I mean, it's fine. They're throwing a little charge back in there while it's sitting in the sunlight, and that, it all helps. So sure. But that's not going to be the answer. So many solar panels and watts are needed to do anything of real value. And I'm not buying any more solar panels and getting involved with that. And so getting a little trickle charger, like a battery charger, and plug it into the Blue Eddy, then plug that onto my batteries to bring them up. That's kind of like, you still got to charge that up. So I'm back to a generator, and I'm going to Harbor Freight right now. Now, the 5,000 that I bought, that they recalled, is back on the shelf. It just started, I think, even a month ago is only a month ago. They started reselling it again. So it's all fixed up. I do not want the 5,000. The 5,000 definitely starts the air conditioning and all that. And it's 104 pounds. So I don't want it, and it's big, and it's a lot to carry around in the back of the truck, and I've already got a lot I'm carrying. So they have a 3500, which could run the air conditioning as well, as long as you get past the startup. It's 3500 surge with I think probably 3000 continuous, and that could possibly, but it's just as heavy, and it's almost just as big, and it doesn't run on propane like the 5000 does. The 5000 now is $1,100. The 3500 is $800, and it's $100 off right now. And then there's the next choice. I'm down to two. Forget the 5000. Even though it runs on propane and gas, it's either going to be the 3500 I'm going to look at, or the Predator 2000. And in comparison to the Honda, it has a lot of, it's been around a while too. It only weighs 49 pounds. I can put it in the back seat here. And the thing about it is, I can run everything but maybe the air conditioning. I doubt it'll run the air conditioning if it was already running, but the startup thing, the surge, is probably not enough. But maybe I don't need to worry about air conditioning. Maybe I just need to worry about running those lights, running my water pump, running the refrigerator, and having a very quiet generator, and carry gas around, yes, but it's the old tried and true. You know, it can run a lot of hours, and I don't need to recharge it. I just put gas in it. So it's either the 2000, which has got 4 3/4 stars out of 5 with thousands of reviews, or the 3500 that they've had for years before they came out with that 5000, that has also got excellent reviews, but that thing weighs 100 pounds. I mean, I'm not going to be carrying it around. I can put it in the back of the truck, chain it up, and that'll probably, if I don't have anything else on, could possibly start the air conditioning. So I'm going to look at them when I get there, and I'm going to look at a YouTube video, and I'm going to read about it. And since I'm going to be doing some traveling, this could be a godsend. If I'm going to be boondocking quite a bit, if I was not going to travel, and I was going to take my butt back to Jacksonville like I did here in Boynton and sit there, like I did here, just sit there. I do not need batteries. I don't need a generator. I don't need anything, because I'm hooked into shore power. I got sewer. I got water, and I'm good. In fact, I don't even need the batteries, like I said, because that's only for when you're boondocking. But because those batteries are such limited power and need to be charged back up and are only good for like a night, maybe 2, I need a generator. I need a generator that I can, if I'm out in the middle of somewhere and I don't have to worry about making anybody mad with all the noise, then, you know, I think that's the way I should go. So anyway, I'll let you know. We'll get back to you at Harbor Freight. We'll look at them. We'll think about it. One is $600 for the 2000, and it's $800 for the 3500, which is $100 off right now. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Last time when I chose the 5000, I decided to go more than I thought I needed to be on the safe side. So maybe I should get the 3500. But then I like the lightweight usability of the 2000, and if I don't need air, but Teddy says, I got a feeling sometimes you're going to want to turn that air conditioner on. And we can be one temperature outside, and inside these campers, these ovens, these boxes, is like 20 degrees warmer. So maybe I need to get something that's going to definitely run that air. I think the 3500 could struggle when it first starts up, but I think it'll do it. And as long as I don't run anything else, you know, with it, as long as I got air conditioning when I need it, if I'm out in the desert this summer traveling. So that's my dilemma. I'll get back to you. All right, that didn't take long for you, did it? I just left Harbor Freight. I watched like 4 or 5 YouTube videos. I talked to a guy in there, and yada, yada, yada. I bought the Predator 3500. I did not get the 2000. You can literally pick that up, 49 pounds. And it will, a cute little Honda looking badass little generator. But the 3500, it's less in size than that 5000 I had. It doesn't use propane, but I don't need the 5000. It doesn't weigh much less. It's 100 pounds. But the YouTube videos I saw, plus it was on sale, I got it for $775 with tax. And that's like a $2,500 generator. And it will power probably the air conditioning and a microwave at the same time. It's definitely going to power. If I turn it on, I can plug my camper in. I can sit there and watch TV, have lights. My water pump's going to work. All that stuff. I feel so good. I have not only shore power when I get to a campground or my home, I have all the power I need wherever I'm at, remote, boondocking. It's only 60 decibels, 60 dBs noise, which is just about as loud as a conversation between two people. You put it behind the RV from where you're at, and nobody's going to hear it. And I am stoked. I mean, it's on sale, and that's it. So I got some, what do you call, I got to buy a spark plug, that NKG. They say get rid of that Chinese spark plug that's in it. They say change the oil about 4 times in it within a 2-hour run, which I did on that 5000. I got to go through all that again. I bought some, what do you call that stuff you mix with the gas? It's called, whatever it is. And, keeps the bowl of the carburetor from being all crystallized and gunked up. And I just need to get a couple of quarts of oil and some gas in my gas can. And problem solved. Damn a battery. Damn a solar. I've got a very quiet generator. It shouldn't annoy too many people in too many places. I'll have to be selective of where I run it, where it's going to be run, time of day, what location, what kind of acoustic anomalies are out there. It's going to, make it. But I am not going to be sitting in there in a hot box. I am not going to be sitting in there and worrying about my slides won't go in. I'm not going to do any of that. I got a $40,000 home and another $700 to make it completely powerful when I'm not in shore power. That's it. I'm done. And what did I spend? Wouldn't I have spent almost that buying 2 lithium batteries and maybe more solar to charge them? And I still got that Blue Eddy. I still got that 30 amp capable Blue Eddy. There's supposed to be something in that box. It better be. It said it, RV ready, some kind of a dog bone or whatever, I think, that goes to the 30 amp cord, because it's a different plug. I hope I got it in there. Should have asked them. I'll tell you what, running around town with this camper is a pain in the you-know-what. I do not recommend anybody. I was going to pull it up to the front and let them put it in the back of the truck, but I was afraid of the beautification program. They got these low trees of hitting it on the camper, and then I didn't know if I could make the sharp enough turn to go down to the front of the store. So I ended up having to leave the shopping center, go down the main road, make a U-turn, come back. It's busy as heck around here. That's why I'm moving from here. There's so many people, and the cars were coming left and right. As soon as the light changed down there, another arrow came where more cars were coming. I just had to pull it out there and make them stop, or get T-boned, and went back in there, and I found a wide enough lane to go down and turn it around. And then I can't drop my tailgate down because I'm hooked up. It'll hit the tongue jack. It's a 100-pound generator. The guy had a little lift thing that got it up pretty high, and he was a pretty strong guy, and he picked it up and put it up on the rail of the truck here. And then I grabbed it Thank God it has these two holes in the box to grab it with these handles. And I set it down in the bed of the truck, and my back flip in the box closes. So it's totally going to work, you know, in the back of the truck, locked up with the back flip, secure. So I guess I'm a happy camper, and I guess it was meant to be to bring the camper down here to find out that I needed to get a generator. All this trial run stuff is all coming into play. I told you, trust in God. And so $770 for 3,500 watts maximum, 3,000 sustained, and I think it only runs like 1,100 watts on the air conditioning when it's after it gets turned on. I don't know what the surge is, but I believe this will do it. The 2000 was cute, and it's good for, you know, a light duty thing. People, the Harbor Freight guy was telling me he's got that and a Honda, and he does them. You daisy chain them, you dual connect them, so 2000 turns into 4000. So, you know, but I don't need two of them back there. I'll just get one. So I'm stoked. That's the end. I crushed it.